Good morning, everybody. I see quite a lot of people just stepped in. There must have been a disastrous car crash on the highway. That's what I heard. So maybe some people, hopefully, are not injured here. Huh? That's good. So this is a magic number, 455. And this was yesterday at 12 o'clock. And the number of the people that registered was identical with the number of one-to-ones. This was not my idea. It was a coincidence. But I think it's a wonderful number. I'm very happy you're here, by the way. You know, we have this startup ticker. Everybody should now know about the startup ticker. And if not, let me tell you, today, it's going to be on your smartphone. Today. Either you have an iPhone, took us a bit longer, and thank you, Captus, that's a startup company in the CTI program. Thank you very much for making it possible for today. But we have, of course, Android. Please download it today. And you will know what's going on in the Swiss startup scene. That's where the news are. And now you have them on hand. Second one is tweet. I mean, I see some girls and some guys here, IT, they tweet all the time, okay. Now you can do it for the ceoday. Please. Yes, she's already doing it. That's great. And now let me thank our sponsors. First of all, Walter. Thank you very much for supporting us all those years. We really try hard to make a good job here for CTI. But also thank you, Gebert Rüff, Swisscom, of course, and ZKB. Those are our premium partners. But we have some new gold sponsors. I would like to mention Canton de Vaud. They realize we exist. That's good. And now they will be introduced into the ecosystem. We have OSEC. Very important to export your product. So they are all here. All our sponsors and partners are here with a booth. Those are our silver sponsors. The new one is Ernst & Young. Eventually joined us as well. You know, PwC has been in for many years since the beginning, and I'm very happy about that. Now, last year, 234 people gave us feedback about this event. This is a great number. Again, thank you very much. You told me catering wasn't good. Well, let me tell you, it's not in my hands. We cannot choose the caterer here. We are obliged to take whatever they offer. And we tried hard. I mean, Veronica, she tried hard to find good food for you. And it's going to be really expensive. And I hope you like it. But please, it's not in my hand. Parking is too expensive. Well, that's easy. Talk to Veronica, get a ticket, it's for free, and don't complain anymore. And you said we don't have enough one-to-one slots. This year we will have even less one-to-one meetings, so that's not an issue. But of course we got also very positive comments, which I do not list here. We are here to improve. This is the program. And in the program it's important for you to understand we have things going on in parallel. That means at the same time, okay? Some of my companies are pitching right after this. They will pitch here. And at the same time, they subscribe for a best practice. So I just wonder how they're going to do it. You do your pitch, and then you go to the, okay, that's going to work. In the afternoon, we're going to have the same. Again, in parallel, we try to do a lot of things. So we're going to have the one-to-ones and the X-share, which I will explain to you in a second. So 50 people of you here in this room, some of you I know personally, of course, have not told me what they intend to do. So they have a blank agenda. I just wonder, why are you here? And there's going to be no food for you. Because you didn't subscribe for the food. So. And 0.5% didn't upload a picture. This happens to people that do it for the first time. Next year, this number will be much better. So here, the number of startup companies, the number of investors and industrial partners. We consider industrial partners as investors. Supporters. Many, many, many CTI coaches, and of course some research organizations, and you know others, people I don't really know what they do or what they do here. But welcome anyway. Those are the colors, okay? I have a red color. This is very, you find it like 5 times. So this is, we are in charge of the day, okay? So startup companies, the color of hope. And then we have some investors and industrial companies. So you can find that explanation. Now what is new this year? Every year we improve, we change. New this year is Dragon's Den pitching competition. And I'm supported by Martin. He's a cool guy. He has a cool name, and he's a cool guy. We have very simple rules for the pitching competition. It's called Pecha Kucha. Many of my companies had real trouble to turn in their pitch in that way. But Martin is a very strong guy. And it's going to be 3 minutes, 6 slides, and 2 minutes Q&A of the investors sitting here, because we expect all investors to stay here, of course. We're going to have a live take. So companies, if you didn't know that, now you know it. And we have great prizes at the end of the day for the winners of the competition. Those are the companies. I'm not going to read them out. There are 3 slots. Probably will be a bit delayed, but it shouldn't be that bad. Then, in the afternoon, another novelty is investors on stage. Investors always see you pitch as a startup. Now let's change the rule of the game. Let them pitch. And Arjen is going to run the show. His company is doing that all over the world. We have very, very simple rules for our investors. Here they are. 4 minutes talk. No slides. Because probably we couldn't read them. No Q&A. And no prices. And we will tape them. So better be prepared as an investor. And hopefully everybody will join. Now this morning we're going to split up. We're going to have best practices. I'm just going to present what it is, what we offer this year. And we're going to have Dragon's Den at the same time. In the afternoon, Capital on stage, and then the one-to-ones. Those are the best practices. We came back to the hot topics, the ones you always liked. And we can see the numbers. Some are really doing well. I mean, Beat Walter, winning in sales, he always has like 50 to 70 people every year. So there must be a problem selling a product out there. Now, one-to-ones. The game, I mean, maybe you found out how it works in the meantime, but the idea is somebody books you, you get an email. You look at the guy and you don't react or you reject him. If you don't reject him, you're going to be busy this afternoon. Some of the investors are going to be busy this afternoon. Most of them are fully booked. I'm not sure if you're aware. Yes, okay, he is, Frank is, that's cool. We had 455, now 10 meetings were cancelled. We tried to exchange those agendas for those people. We have 77 tables, it's going to be downstairs. It's 15 minutes. 15 minutes is a long time. If you don't get your message to the investor in 15 minutes, that's bad. So we'll stick to 15 minutes and we have some switching time. And here, 283 people participate in those meetings, and some got rejected. That's a good sign. So people look at the profiles. That's also a very good sign. Here's some people that canceled just yesterday or this morning. If you have a meeting with one of these people, don't go. Okay. He won't be there. So, things can happen. Now, Xshare is another new thing we figured out. Xshare is going to happen way back there. Maybe you saw it already. We're going to have like 4 corners. And it's not organized at all. It's not. So it's for the people that don't have one-to-ones and for investors that just finished to pitch. So that's the place to go. We have 4 domains. I think biotech, medtech, separate because we have a lot of medtech. ICT, of course, very important. And then we took the 3 together at the end. Most of you are familiar with the location, I assume. So this is the Stade de Suisse, okay? They play soccer here. And I have bad news for the smokers. The doors are going to be closed from 10 to 11 or 11:30 because they practice. They have a game tomorrow, so they have to practice. So, in the 4th floor, we're going to have some best practices right now, 3 of them. Then here on this floor, we're going to have the Dragon's Den, the pitching competition. So I ask all investors to stay here because we need judges. And in the floor down, we have 2 more workshops. And in the afternoon, the floor number 4 will be closed, so you can't get lost. There's just a way to go down to the 2nd floor for the one-to-one meetings. It's a big room with many, many tables. Now, to close, I would like to invite you to visit our booth of our partners. So CTI is here, of course. Swisscom is here, ZKB, Canton de Vaud, OSEC, VentureKick, Vuilleumier. Then we have IBM, Zülke, Venture Lab, YouResearch, Swiss Startup Monitor, and we have the Startup Tick. It's live. So whenever you post anything, we can see it. Or they can put it online. Now, if you're not sure about the internet, let me thank Swisscom again. It's on your badge. It's a hotspot. We have 500 possibilities to get in there, 500. Thank you, Swisscom. It's free of charge. So here it is. All is here. The other thing with this is very important, this little thing. I see everybody has it. That's nice. There's a little secret in there. There's your personal agenda. Okay? Personal agenda. If you are lost, check it. It will help you. It will save your life, hopefully. All right? So, well then, let's get started. We have best practices now. That will start, and the Dragon's Den. Just a question for the best practices. Did you bring your slides? Did you download your slides? No. That's bad. Some of the speakers bring them along because they know you don't do it. So that's going to save your life again here. And here are the workshops. So in the 2nd floor, we have Term Sheet Advanced. That's really a challenging one, I tell you. And in the 2nd floor, we have the Prototype to Product from Zülke. That's their job. That's what they do. And just one floor, you will find the beginner's term sheet session. And you will find all about incentive plans if you are thinking about it, or winning in sales. So that's it for the moment. I think we are quite well in time. While you go to the place where you should be in the next 10, 15 minutes, grab a coffee. That was another point. Last year we didn't have coffee at that time. That was bad. That was bad. Now we have it. So enjoy and have a great, great day. Lots of fun.